everyone out there. Welcome to Cooking with Kathy, Mind, Body, and Soul. Today, I'm going to be cooking a healthy, grain-free, vegan cakes, and they're ginger cakes. Only because ginger is a spice that stands out the most. It's got a lot of spices in it. This is vegan and it's oil-free, well, bad oil-free. And it's vegan because it doesn't have any animal products in it whatsoever, not even eggs. Okay, so here's what we have down here. I have together already put the recipe will be below. I've got all the dry items in here already. The flour we're using, folks, is an almond flour. It calls for chickpea or garbanzo flour, which I wish I had, but I've gone to 3 different stores looking for it and it's out. So I'm going to substitute it with the next best thing, which is almond flour. High protein, high fiber, great for you. And then you also use flaxseed meal. I've talked about flaxseed before. Very, very good ancient grain, but it has to be a meal. It has to be milled, not whole, or it's not going to get into your system. Okay, so I've got all the dry ingredients here. It's got some all natural sugar in there as well. All right. And all of my spices, all the spices are here. So we have ginger, huge antioxidant. You can buy this ground as such. Ground ginger is an antioxidant. It eases nausea, it boosts your immune system, and it reduces inflammation. Of course, you have to eat more than just what's in these muffins. When you watch another show, you'll see me make ginger tea. Hence, that's what this is for. Cinnamon. Cinnamon improves your dental health, believe that or not. Dental health, it boosts brain function. God knows I need this whole jar. It may protect against cancer, diabetes, headaches, and inflammation. Ginger is as well. I've taken the ginger and the cinnamon and put them together for a tea that you'll see in another show. And this is really, really going to help you with all of those areas. And cloves, again, aids of digestion. It's great for inflammation. Great to boost the immune system. So all of these together really help. This has got some baking soda in it, and it also has some salt in it. So I'm going to pour all the dry ingredients together, all the spices together, and just be sure they're mixed up. Now it calls for non-dairy milk. My non-dairy milk is almond milk. I just bought the non-refrigerated almond milk. You can buy, and it's just the original flavor, not vanilla, just plain almond milk, unsweetened. And I've already put in the teaspoon of the natural apple cider vinegar in here because you wanted it to curdle a little bit, so I needed to wait 5 minutes to curdle, okay? So I'm gonna pour that in. Now. It calls for 3 tablespoons of black strap molasses. I don't have any molasses. Just as good for me is local made honey. So I'm going to use honey instead of molasses. The only difference is it'll not give it as dark of a color. But I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of honey. Okay. Now, and I'm also going to cheat doing something else. This is not in the recipe. You do not have to do this. I've done this on several occasions with several recipes. It does not alter the recipe any at all, but it just makes it a little bit more moist. I am adding some all-natural unsweetened applesauce. It's just going to give it a little bit more moisture and a little bit more natural sugar. So I'm adding that. And then all I'm going to do is whisk this together and put it in already sprayed muffin tins.
Waiting on you.
All right, I've got the mixture ready. I'm going to spoon it in this well-used muffin tin, one at a time. This is a great muffin for diabetics because it doesn't have any processed sugar. This is a great muffin for vegans. This is a great muffin for everyone because everything in it is so good for you, the flaxseed especially. I won't feel any guilt at all eating this. Some of you may not feel guilt anyway, but sometimes I do. Now, I've also gotten some blueberries out. Blueberries are very, very high in antioxidants as well, and they're high in fiber, and they have other vitamins that other fruits don't have. Or maybe constipation or a bad stomach, bad digestive system, bad joints. Try some of these home remedies first. It's just better for your body, and it actually gets into your system better. See how I'm just like sort of poking them in. It don't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, I'm going to put them in the oven at 350 and bake. Okay, they're finished. But here's the deal. If you're going to substitute the garbanzo bean flour for almond flour, if I have to do that again, I'm going to add a little bit more baking soda and a little bit, like an eighth a teaspoon of baking powder, because they didn't rise very well. They didn't rise well, but they're very moist and they're very delicious. I've already eaten one. I couldn't wait. There's nothing in them that's bad for you, and the blueberry really, really makes it extra yummy. They're still a little hot too. So, if you can't find the garbanzo bean flour, and if you do substitute again for almond flour, you're going to have to let it bake longer and add some more baking soda and some baking powder. Garbanzo bean powder is ground finer, and it's not as heavy as almond flour. I should have known that to begin with. I thought it would have been fine, but the taste is scrumptious. So may not have risen as well as I would have liked, but it still tastes good. So I'm happy. Have a great day, and remember to stay healthy. And the first thing to do that is to think positive every day about every situation. Have a great one.
I can only imagine